okay, what about when we get a phone call that the puppy went to their new home, a couple days later, we're getting a phone call saying, my puppy's got diarrhea.
I know. I talked about that with the vet. You know that our vet is also a breeder, and her helpers are also, her assistants are also breeders,
Okay.
which I love veterinarians that are breeder. I mean, we can talk a one-to-one and see what's going on. And I asked her that, and she says, Ceci, there is stress time, and it's normal. Even though I found no parasites on them, when I did the sample, the stool sample, they go through stress, and yes, they can have diarrhea. And yes, they can come positive 3 or 4 days after for coccidia, for giardia, while I did the test and they were negative. So
Okay.
stress can can cause that to come out. The thing is that while they're with you in your house, in your kennel, they're not under stress. So they could have the coccidia, they could have the giardia. Every single dog and every single breeder in Florida knows about the coccidia and the giardia and the hookworms because Florida is full of that, you know?
Okay.
And it's like she says, either you raise a puppy where they get in contact with it because they're in the dirt, they're playing, they're getting socialization, they're going into ponds, into everywhere, which is very good for their psychological aspect.
Right.
Or you raise a puppy inside a committed place where he's secluded and doesn't get any parasites, but then his head and his psychological situation is going to be bad. He's not going to have done any socialization. He's going to be scared. He's going to be skittish. Well, anyway, your puppies get all of that. Well, and if they get parasites, you just treat them. I mean, it's not the end of
Right.
this.
So basically, you're saying it's better to go ahead. We can treat the diarrhea,
Yes.
but we can't treat a dog that
It's
wasn't
going to be
stimulated.
harder. That's not been stimulated. That hasn't been socialized. That hasn't gone through the sensory work
Yes.
that we do. So I mean, this is a little bit difficult, and I try to explain that, and I do that disclosure on my contract because the vet explained it to me, and she says, look, when the dog goes in stress, the coccidia starts shedding the ova, and that's why they come out positive when they go to their new homes. So always do the disclosure to the owners. It can happen.
Okay.
You treat them because I know that you treat them. Yes, and we do. We start
Oh,
treating them
yes.
at 6 weeks. We treat them for the coccidia. We treat them for the giardia. We treat them for the hookworms.
Right.
We cannot do anymore because we're going to poison them, you know?
Right.
So anyway, we do our best, and you know how much we clean this
Oh,
place
yes.
all the time, and we
yes.
spray with ammonia, we spray with Clorox, everything's kept clean, but we still get the parasites.
Yeah.
It's part of the nature, you see? And also, dogs need to grow and have their immune system get stronger too. You know, it happens. So what can I say?